fuck, man. No way. This thing just rips. That's crazy.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah, you're good. Looks sounds good.
My other web pages are buffering right now. That's not a good look. Okay, there they go. Starting to wake up here. Everything's a little bit sluggish this morning.
30K inbound.
Oh yeah, 30K is yeah. What's up with this, bro? YouTube is lagging. My stream might shut down here. I don't know why. Trade of 8 lagging. Like, get out of here. Connected. Wi-Fi looks fine, but all right, there it is. All right, we just got a quick revamp. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. All right, yeah, Trade of 8's good. Everything's good now. Cool. So yeah, we had the U.S. retail sales this morning. We had a good amount of news actually, jobless claims, retail sales, import prices, all that type of stuff before the market opened. So you saw the market retrace back down into some sort of higher time frame gap. Yeah, we had this 4 hour gap here. And you're seeing price just continue to rally, man. It's crazy. All right, we had. Yeah, this is ugly. I don't know if this is gonna be a good trading day, man. Like, what is this? Yeah,
Yeah, bro, I feel so fucking. Oh, dude.
trash.
This is crazy. This thing is just skyrocketing
Like, for no reason,
with
bro.
zero pullbacks.
For no reason at all.
Holy crap, man. These are the type of days I hate the most, Rock. Like these are the days I don't even want to trade.
So yeah, what do you do when the market decides it just wants to race off? You do nothing. But clean week so far. So It's important to just be patient here and see if the market wants to offer a clean profile. When you look right, what it price used to go higher. As always, there's some sort of order block behind the move. You get this down close candle right here from PM session yesterday, and it creates this entire continuation. You see, this was the last attempt for price to go lower on that 30-minute chart. Tried to go lower, failed. You get a strong reaction off of it. That's what you want to see when price fails to go one way, a strong reaction the opposite way. And then here you go, right? You see that continuation off of it. So at this point, it's like maybe we find something else to trade today. Look at YM going the opposite direction. This is crazy, bro. Maybe YM finds some sort of support down in here. Maybe. This is stupid. Yeah, this is stupid. I like this attempt to go lower here. Fails, rallies higher. We did tap into this. Failed attempt to go higher. YM's already broken through it. Yeah. If YM was trading good lately, I would be excited for something like this. But lately, YM has just been a joke, so I'm not even going to entertain that. But let me get comfortable here. I just feel like out of whack right now. I feel like the markets are out of whack. My computer was a bit sluggish this morning. Maybe I need to update my computer or something, but so yeah, I'm chilling. 10 a.m. Hopefully gives us some sort of reversal here.
Did I hope that Asia high doesn't get taken before 10 a.m. open? That would be nice if we can get a pullback here. Oh my god.
Yep, here we go. These moves higher are just ridiculous, bro.
Yo, Rock, should we trade the Russell today? RTY?
I'm looking at it, but man, look at it. It's about to pump. It should rip, bro. Like it's weird that these haven't been able to find any strength, bro. We're not even trading at all-time highs.
Yeah. The Dow, the Russell.
Yeah, man, the market knows what it's doing though, bro. It knows it's been giving out some really clean price action, so it's like It's gonna go out of its way to be trash.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean today I anticipated something like this, some garbage. I
Is there
mean,
something big tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Friday? Let's see. Nothing. No, there's nothing
but
tomorrow.
no, it's just the whole week has been clean. So
Yeah, it's too good to be true now. Start to steal money.
yeah, the question is, do they want to take it to 30,000? Like that's a huge psychological number, you know?
Definitely on the way. Just a matter of when. Does it hit today? Does it hit tomorrow? Next week?
Yeah.
Definitely should hit though.
And that's good. That's good. Nasdaq didn't take the Asia highs.
Really makes you wonder, like, what is causing this? Like, it just will not stop going up, bro. It's like it's in a rush for what? I don't know. Massive SMTs off the lows.
Well, all we can basically hope for is a pullback going into 10 a.m. open, and then look for longs, because there's no way I'm shorting this.
Facts.
Yeah.
What is everybody else looking at right now? I know everyone's gonna look for shorts here. There's no way. I'm gonna look around YouTube, see if anybody's in the trade, see what's going on with the YouTube community. You got people buying the Dow, which I mean, I don't blame them. Like, how long will the Dow just be an idiot and not go higher?
Well, the Dow clearly wants all-time highs. Like you see the previous monthly high. It wants, sorry, not previous monthly. February's high, the monthly on the Dow. If you go on the Dow,
Yeah,
it clearly wants that high, but when though?
when right? It's taking its sweet time. It's not that far away though. Okay,
That's close.
yeah, that might be a valid idea. Let's see. So if I'm looking at Dow, I'll paper trade it because I don't care to take a loss. I'll feel like an idiot if I trade the Dow and I'll take a loss. But I'll draw up a trade based on the same criteria that we always look for. Like we're tapping into this order block. This order block gave a massive expansion. We're right back in that zone. SMT off of that zone with the RTY. You're starting to get that ROC shift, that trend shift here. Let's see if this low put in SMT.
There we go, Nasdaq. Keep pulling back. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna put your screen up because I really don't even see much on Nasdaq, bro. You can draw up what you're thinking. All right, there it is, bro.
I have this Asia high right here as a logical liquidity target. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna close here. So 10 a.m. is gonna 10 a.m. is gonna close above this high to create the change in the state. 15-minute opens, we tap into this gap right here. As soon as we'll tap into it, and we'll just look for buys from here to that high. That's like the only trade idea I have for today. Yeah. Not going to short this. Left these highs up here on purpose. Days like this, you have to be super patient. The markets are going to test you.
Yeah, bro. That's literally the only way to go about this. Super chill vibes, guys. Chill vibes activated.
That's not a good 4-hour close, though. Okay. That is not a 4. That's
super doji.
You know what I'm thinking? Today might be just like a doji day. Like we just close nowhere.
Yeah, inside the range and just
Yeah. The whole day we I just have a feeling in my gut because we've had way too much clean price action this whole week.
Exactly.
Well, not whole week, but this whole month so far.
And then just like you said, power of 3. 930 showed no interest in lower. We just raced to the extremes, and then now we doji right back in the range. Yeah, it's trash.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag. Not the way I trade. No higher time frame. Confluence.
Yeah.
So 10 a.m. is here. 10 a.m. close with the doji, meaning that we don't have a clear bias where.
Yeah. So if anything, like you were saying, you should be looking to target this, either this wick high or this wick low, whichever one gives you the play. Nothing further. That's the draw. 9 a.m. highs. Let's check on the YouTubers. You got one kid already drawn up a buy at the highs, getting slapped in the face. You got this guy over here buying the Dow Jones, which still hasn't done anything. RTY is doing much better than the Dow. But now we see another rally over here, maybe?
Here we go.
There goes your 15-minute gap, but it hasn't been filled. Oh,
what the heck?
10-minute gap, 10-minute gap. Check the 10-minute.
Perfect. Hey, these candles are 70 points. One candle on 1 minute. Bro, that's not
fun.
That's crazy.
I like this 10-minute gap fill
Ah,
here, bro.
oh yeah, that looks good, bro. That's what I mean.
Let's see if we can get this change in the state here on the 1 minute.
Yeah, 15-minute gap didn't get hit, so looks like we just have to play the 1 minute, I guess, change in the state.
Yeah, the
That's
10
all we can
minutes
do.
I've noticed 10 minutes are fire as well. As long as there's a good reaction out of it, same deal. Because there's no 15-minute on ES. If you notice, there's only one gap showing on Nasdaq,
Yeah.
so that gap may be left open. We'll see.
Dude, these guys who trade crazy sides are probably getting their heads blown off.
Yeah, this is ugly.
Imagine you go in 3 minis, 4 minis, and you get a 60-point little candle, and you're on the other side of that. You're getting your head smacked.
Yeah. What happened on So I want to pay attention to these timestamps here, right? What's happening? We're trading above this previous daily high right now. We jammed back into that midnight price on that pullback for NASDAQ. We're holding that midnight price really nicely. ES is also above the previous daily high, of course. Nice structure above it. So yeah, bro, if this gap fill can give you a clean reversal, it's gotta be the right play. I don't see any reason to short. Maybe if you want to say that wick rejection, maybe that wick could be a sign, but that wick definitely left some equal highs up there. We'll see.
To be honest with you, bro, I'm not really liking the price action.
Very true. Fair enough. I can't argue with that. Stop yelling, boy. But what I do like, right, if we want to point out some good qualities, you see 10 a.m. open lower, right?
Yeah.
10 a.m. opens lower. Oh, wait, I'm lying. 10 a.m. did not open lower. 10 a.m. opens higher.
Yeah,
It
60 handle pop.
Yeah, it dropped, and then right at 10 a.m. it pops off of midnight. So yeah, let's just give it some time, bro. We'll see. Price could end up trading all the way back to these lows. You don't even have a strong indication at all right now for either side. But I see YM, bro. YM starting to show some life. Look at RTY. What a trend shift. Notification. Bro, this is crazy clean. RTY just gave you a clean buy right here.
Ooh. Yeah, that looks good.
Taps into the order block, market structure shift, retrace, blast off. Longs here, stops underneath the protected low.
Yeah, so where do you...
It's gone now. Unless YM catches up, bro. This is crazy, bro.
The Dow.
Yeah, I'll drop a paper trade on the Dow, but I'm not gonna trade it until it starts showing some more consistency. Because
The last time I traded Dow, it stopped me out then ran, bro.
Yeah,
I hate
exactly,
the
bro.
Dow.
Exactly. When it's clean, like when it has its runs, it's fire. But right now, it's, as you can see, even in a bullish scenario, it refuses to go. So now we're sitting here waiting, hoping for something on the Nasdaq. This boy is in 15 minis on the Dow, floating 3K. He bought literally the bottom, this order block right here. He's long right here, and he's already up $3,500, targeting the highs. So this will be like a $20,000 trade, $30,000 trade if it hits these highs. Like the RTY has, bro. The RTY is gone. Pushing right back towards 930 highs. This is your draw. So if you're gonna trade the Dow, if you get a good idea on the Dow, just trade it on the RTY instead. That makes way more sense. Drawing towards those highs. SMT. Yeah, we're chilling. What I will say is Nasdaq is not looking as strong as ES, man. There's SMT on both ends, right? We got SMT at the lows and SMT at the highs, so you can't ignore the fact that price could short.
Yeah, these two are doing different things right now.
Completely different, bro. Makes it very stupid. Here we go. There's a failure swing there. SMT. A close through here might actually send this thing dumping.
Full port short? Question mark.
I wouldn't even expect too many points off of a short. Maybe sweep this low, or maybe just retest this order block down here. But I wouldn't expect too many points off of a short. So maybe skip the short, let the short have its way, and then just buy the flip after the lows are taken.
What's making me very like, why didn't like this hourly close? Why didn't we get the change in the state?
Hourly.
We didn't.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That
massive
the
wick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. This is how quickly I can identify whether I'm in high probability setup or low probability. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's about to give us a 30-minute fair value gap. And then that's where price will probably trade off of. Something weird like that.
I'll be down for that. Like 15-minute gaps just sitting there waiting to get tapped. 10-minute gap looks like it's holding up. 30 seconds, 2 seconds.
This is about to short, bro. But I don't want to short it. Waiting for ES to break this 1 minute low. We have that SMT off of that 1006 push. ES takes that short-term high.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
But there's no flip yet on ES. Nasdaq is flipping, but ES is slightly behind here. Tapped into the gap. 10 a.m. pushes higher, offers SMT, and now we're breaking structure, folding back underneath this previous daily high on NAS. Yeah, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if this tries to short, but man, I wish YM was clean, bro. I would trade it, bro. There was 1 week where, bro, I caught like 3 bangers in a row on YM. It was flawless, like undeniable trades. And then shortly after, it just decides to.
What the hell is this on YM? YM looks like a what is that thing? A falling wedge?
Yeah, a triangle, something stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. Triangle liquidity, whatever they say this is.
Yeah, we're about to dump, bro. We're about to
Guys,
dump.
get ready to short the Dow. We're getting a falling wedge here.
This type of stuff makes me mad, bro. Like, it's like they flip a switch and they make the markets garbage.
This definitely is garbage. I'm glad we both identified it and able to see it, so they can't fool us.
Yeah, it's bad. But like we said, maybe 10:30 is your catalyst here. That happens. 10:30 we have what's today, the 14th? 10:30 we have natural gas news. Who knows what that's gonna do, but could be worth something. Chop around until 10:30.
What's the ticker symbol for natural gas? Is it CL?
No, that's oil. Natural gas is NG.
NG. How does that look? Let's take a look at NG.
I know some people actually trade NG, bro. Look at why I'm trying to rip, bro.
Oh wow, NG looks horrible. People, you know people that trade this, like dead ass.
I know one guy that was someone I saw
One
on
guy.
Instagram, but that was it.
Oh my god.
Finally starting to see some movement here on YM. But where would you enter here?
Oh, that's ugly. Taking back.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Long everything, chat. Long everything.
This is so bad. Let me just clean up my chart, bro. Clean up my charts. Ease my mind. Understand that we do not have to engage with garbage. As bad as we want to make money today, you know what I mean? It's just like, come on. What are you doing? ES is showing no remorse right now, kid. Like, none. Slight gap fill. And I'm looking for some sort of order block that could be your catalyst, right? We have here. What else, bro? There's nothing, bro. There we go. Now that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just accept the long bias here. We got this these overnight order blocks seem to be, yeah, more bullish than bearish, right? Every single bearish move lower, close through, no problem. Nasdaq is
Short-lived.
lagging. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can play this long here, guys. Because if YM can show some strength in RTY, we know that Nasdaq and ES are gonna rip. So here we go. Here we go. ES is stronger. ES starting to flip here. You're getting, yeah, it's too late now. It's gone.
We can still buy Nasdaq. Nasdaq's the weaker pair.
True. We can buy Nasdaq here. Let's see. All right. So if we were to draw this up, erase everything bearish because the bears are just getting slapped in the face.
Yeah.
Where would we see a flip in the trend here? You're seeing this closure through this short-term high. It's always the beginning of a trend shift. And then you want to see the same thing. Wow, we already got one here. Closure through, retest. You want to see price respect these areas. I won't use that one. I'll use this one here. Closure through, pull back, respecting this.
I like it.
Yeah, it's starting to look reasonable.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
We get this change in the state on the 5-minute and 3-minute. We can try longs.
Yeah. This is getting spooky though. Why is ES in such a rush, bro? Slow down. The moment we take that
Yeah.
high, it's like,
Low probability.
yeah, bro, it's gonna start acting weird again. That's that hourly high we were talking about. There we go. Slow down, kid. What are you doing? Decent close here. Yeah, this is about to rip. But the catch is, let's say you do buy NASDAQ because you're gonna get a better risk to reward. You have to go break even once that high gets tapped, and it's literally about to get tapped.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if this high is gonna SMT and shoot price lower or
Yeah, that's the sad part. It could take this high and melt. Man, YM is gonna rip. I can feel it in the air. Boom, 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 boom. But you can see that yeah, I'm gonna have to try this. Let's see. It's too late though, bro. The moment you get in, you gotta go break even, and
I know.
it's too late.
Go break even.
Yeah, it makes no
We could
sense.
try it. I mean, I like it.
There goes the highs.
Yeah.
It's over. Wait for the pullback. It's gonna pull back. The pullback will tell you if it's gonna keep going or not. So let's see.
If not, we're shorting the shit out of this. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
let's
We're not shorting.
Let's see. Let's see. Beautiful flip here on NAS. Beautiful retest. Everything is clean except for the fact that ES wants to play NASA. Play like it's Elon. So yeah, let's wait for price to create some sort of swing low here after taking this high. If this high wasn't taken, this would be the trade right now. I would be buying, NAS stops under here. 1.2 R. That would be my trade. Man, some stuff, bro. And I see people online, they're just buying. They don't even care, bro.
Yeah.
They don't even
No
care.
system, no. They're breaking all the rules. They're just buying. They don't even give a shit.
And they're gonna get paid as you watch this.
Yeah.
That's the worst to see when stupid trades work. I mean, this kid is long NASDAQ, literally right where we drew up the long. Right here. He's probably a few points early. He went long like right there, targeting the highs. And it's gonna rip. Because at this point, what else is there, bro? There's no short criteria. There's nothing really stopping price from going higher except for this high right here. And we just blew right through it. So yeah, it's over. It's gonna keep going. Wow. Trading. If trading was this easy, I promise you we'd make millions. Because it is ripping straight to the high. Good job, NASDAQ.
Fucking hell, bro.
Hopefully it
this
just...
this guy's in a bad position.
It's pumping.
He's trying
to short it?
Yeah, this guy's crazy.
All right, hopefully we get some sort of like short-term pullback so we can see if price wants to build some sort of second stage here. for a continuation. This guy over here is stressed out in this Dow trade. It's going nowhere.
Get ready to long.
I might, bro. If the Dow gives a clean setup, I might take like a one micro on Dow. Just to satisfy that trading
The
itch.
itch.
Yeah. But we might leave some sort of fair value gap behind here for another continuation on NASDAQ. But if I'm looking, we had a 10-minute gap fill, shift, retest, long right here. All right, you double check. Yeah, long, probably a little later. Yeah, long like right there, bang, bang. Stops underneath those timestamps. That would be the trade, bro. If we didn't take this high out, I would be in these buys. Some stuff is just trash, though.
Sometimes just it's tape reading days, you know? Like, you can't even get in, you just tape read it.
Can't even get in. It just makes you wonder, like, who is programming these markets? Like, why is it so manipulative? And then one day it's so easy that a 5-year-old could do it.
No, like, how did the algorithm know to take out that high and make people feel like it's about to diverge, but it's gonna
Right.
take it out on NASDAQ?
It's almost like it knows everyone's looking for SMT, so it just gives you a bunch of them. And
Yeah.
that way you don't know which ones is which, because you can see bearish SMTs everywhere. You can see bullish SMTs everywhere. But 1030 may give us what we're looking for. We may get that 15-minute gap or a 10-minute gap. Yeah. A nice pullback into like one of these gaps here.
5-minute gap?
Even a 5-minute gap. Let's
Yeah,
see.
this 5-minute gap, we get a pullback.
Oh yeah, it aligns with that 10-minute gap as well. Literally spot on. Yeah, that's perfect. And then what you'll get to see is you'll get to see ES create a low. Finally, there you go. Take the high, put in a low. If it protects
All
that
right.
low, we're chilling.
Long, everything full port, your whole life savings. Because
5-minute
is-
gap, 18 seconds. Yeah, let's see.
let's see if this gap holds.
Damn, YM dumping on this kid. YM is dumping on the kid. Oh no, he went from floating 4K to down 3. Stupidos. Bitcoin ripping. What's structure looking like? Look at that, bro. It's so simple sometimes, bro. Good overnight order blocks to trade off of. Market opens, drives into it, blast off. No order blocks in the way of of Bitcoin. This could rip unless it wants to, hit a gap and then retest one of these order blocks to do something like that.
All right, guys, we're in the 5-minute fair value gap.
Okay, it closed. Perfect. And it's 10:25. Yeah, give it a few minutes. See if we can hold this.
If we hold, if we don't hold, then hasta la vista, baby.
Dang. YM just dumped. See what I'm saying? But it never gave a bullish shift. We're actually getting a sell signal from the indicator. It tells you to short it, stop above this protected high. I don't know where you're short to, maybe London low. Asia low. Getting a sell signal right now. I guess that's a good paper trade. Let's see if it plays out. I'm really just waiting for ES to put in some sort of 1-minute swing low now that we've taken this
Mhm.
high, so,
Mhm.
something like this, put in a low, try to go higher, and then if we can retest and hold or sweep or SMT off of it, that'll be your cue that price is not worried about lower. Because we got the gap, like you said, right? We should start putting order blocks inside of that gap. Some sort of swing, some sort of turn inside of it. Boom. There we go. There's also a 10-minute gap in the mix here. Well, nope. NASDAQ wiped it. So we're chilling now. Retesting that original buy signal. We had this beautiful shift here. Let me make sure the 2-minute agrees. Oh yeah, beautiful. 2-minute actually looks a lot cleaner. Close to this high, pull back, retest. Got a couple timestamps. That 10 p.m. price, 2 a.m. price starting to be support. And then you have same thing over here.
Okay.
It might be range bound though, bro. YM is not. I mean, not YM. Nasdaq is not showing enough bullishness.
Yeah.
This is like the last chance for it to really go. There we go. We get an order block finally on ES and Nasdaq. This should be a good pivot if price wants to go higher.
Yeah, 15-minute failure to close bullish. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's trash right now, bro. We're just sweeping highs and closing right back in the range. Let's see what the buyer is up to. This one kid bought it. Oh, he got stops at break even. Pretty good trade, then. Can't argue with that. Stops at break even. One guy bought YM, got slapped in the face.
SMT, bro. This bearish SMT's holding.
It's holding, bro.
I might. Shit, should I short it?
I would say if you get a clean market shift, yeah, bro, short this, bro. You don't want to go higher? Okay, that's fine by me. But the only shifts we have are bullish. Everything that tried to sell off so far have failed miserably.
Problem is higher time frame. It's like, god damn it, dude. Yeah, this thing is not.
This is the sweep right here. If this order block holds,
yeah,
I like higher.
SMT, boom, boom.
Nasdaq will probably dig a little bit deeper. SMT off a swing in here. We're still inside of that 5-minute gap, looking pretty solid, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. Might go half risk on the setup like this, to be real. Nice rejection.
Waiting for the
10:30.
confirmation.
Yeah, 10:30 is about to open here. There.
Yeah,
we should get some speed here, man. We should be able to buy Nasdaq because price is a little bit lagging on Nas. It should catch up. All right, here we go. 10:30, open lower. Give us something.
Yeah, go lower, give us something. Let us get in. We're longing this.
Yeah, you gotta stick to the buys, man. Nice sweep of this low. $30-minute. Price is so far gone. So far gone. Yeah, I'm liking the structure off of this 10-minute gap. Fill, shift, right? Maintains everything you need to see maintained. And then now you're getting a 5-minute gap fill. And I want to see a clean shift again. And that'll just confirm everything. There goes another close here. Let's get this close. ES is beating Nasdaq to the flip here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can see that price is slowly trending higher. SMT off of this low right here. Yeah, you might just be able to long this. I hate feeling like you're just hoping price doesn't snake you.
Yeah. I hate that feeling, so I'd rather not even participate.
Where was the gap? Okay, here it is. 10-minute gap.
We're in a super key level right now. Very.
10-minute gap. First shift happens here. First shift was very clean, very obvious. All right. You have another shift, and you have this area here. And you have another shift, and you have this area here. Yeah, if we start shifting, I'm gonna buy ES, bro. I'm not gonna buy Nasdaq. ES just seems like it's just freelancing higher.
Yeah, ES 207502, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, nice strong. But then it's gonna be the same protocol. Go break even once we make a new high, and then we probably won't make any money today unless it just massively rips. I hate having to buy up these highs. But like I said, once price takes this high, you'll start to see where the price wants lower. We take the high, we pull back, that algorithmic pullback, you don't really care for that. You're looking for price to find a bottom, right? It found a bottom right inside of that 5-minute gap, which is bullish. And then once that bottom is put in, if we can get a failure to get below it, which we saw, price tried to go under, gives you SMT, closes through it. If we continue off of that, bro, there's no reason to even short this. So, AKA long it. 1.25 on the risk to reward, break even at this high. I'm going long at this oh my goodness, hold on. Yeah, I would go long at 75.05 with yeah, I'm about to long this, bro. A nice strong close through that short-term resistance there. I like 75.05. Let's see if we can get that. And probably just go one contract. Yeah, I won't even do much. It'll be $300 on the trade. One mini on ES. Just keep it chill today. First, it has to continue, right? Right now, it's showing some hesitation. It looks like it's gonna rip though.
Hopefully it rips.
Looking for a 2-minute close here. Yeah. It'll be one. Hold on, let me pull my chart back. So yeah, I'm looking for a push up here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just put a buy stop up here for 10 micro. And I'm filled there. I am filled there and I'm looking for one more high, break even at these highs, guys. Hopefully it just rips through it, but it's literally a half risk trade, $300. Looking for
Yeah,
about 375, $400.
it looks
75.
good, bro. Looks good.
It's just how high does price go? That's the question. Like I said, certain things have to happen in a bullish continuation. The way price pulls back pretty much gives you your answer, right? We got a clean pullback, we got a bottom, we got a fair value gap. Price respected everything inside of here with some sort of divergence off of it. So now you're anticipating another high to be taken. Once price takes that high, you honestly, at this point, you should be able to hold this trade until NASDAQ makes a new high. So yeah, I'm going to hold this until NAS makes a new high. Because ES has shown that it can take highs and continue, NASDAQ is the one that hasn't made highs yet. So I feel like price will continue until NASDAQ takes a high. There you go. Quick $100 right there.
There you go.
And we should see NASDAQ make a new high. There we go. Good job. There we go. We're looking for a rip here, guys. I might even just extend it up here. This should rip. But I don't want to get too greedy. I might even partial, bro. $200 easy. There you go. NASDAQ. We need to see NASDAQ make a new high of day here. Come on, NAS. Catch up. Once NAS takes this high, I'll probably close out or partial or break even, depending on how my brain responds at that moment. YM still being dumb. But yeah, realistically, guys, you could go break even. I'm just playing the game of continuation, right? If ES made two new highs, which we just did, we took a high here, now we're taking a high again. NASDAQ should be able to make that first high that was taken a long time ago on ES. That's what this is telling us, right? Telling us to look for a trend. And the trend should carry NASDAQ to a new high. Wow, that kid that bought NASDAQ down here is floating nicely right now. He could trade though. I've seen him catch some good positions, bro. I'll give him credit for this one because he was brave enough to buy it. But there was that 10-minute gap fill that we saw, right? We saw price fill in this 10-minute gap, give you a trend shift. This was your first buy signal here. Right here. Yeah, right here. At 1018 was your first buy signal. If you wanted to buy it there, front run it. I might be good with $300 here. I ain't gonna lie to you. 250, another $50. I'm gonna start trailing tightly. Yeah. NASDAQ is about to take this high though, so let's just wait for that. Yeah, let's let NASDAQ take this high and then trail your stop tightly and then get out of this. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Come on, NASDAQ.
That's a W, baby.
All right, yeah, I'm out of that. I'm out of that, guys. Any pullback, I'm out. Any pullback, I am out. I'm out. 3. There we go. 1-to-1 there at the highs. You don't want to get too greedy. NASDAQ took this high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a day like this, shit.
Yeah. I'll take it. 7 points. YM, what are you going to do? Are you going to give us a trade over here? I think
YM sleeping.
YM's in a coma. YM doesn't know what's going on. That is a fire trade, bro. And I hate that it's so short-lived because you got to respect the algo, right? Once this high is taken, price likes to pull back.
Yeah,
so
big time.
Yeah, you got to just take what it gave you there. That was no drawdown, $300. I think
That was the
that's,
easiest $300 I think I've ever seen you make.
man, it was just, if we like, imagine if we got this entry at a good discount, bro, we could have held it. That's
Well,
yeah,
yeah. If
yeah,
if we got it like at 10 a.m. open,
yeah,
like right at the open, down close candle, give us an order block, boom, buy it.
boom, yeah, yeah. This Nasdaq trade actually turned out to be pretty clean. It's just tough to buy. What were we waiting for? Oh, there was SMT. We had to wait for the pullback. Yeah, that's why we didn't. Because we got the buy signal on Nasdaq. Remember, yeah, we were gonna buy Nasdaq, but as soon as we thought about buying, ES takes the high.
Yeah.
So you had to wait for a pullback, wait for a new shift, try the new shift, and then you gotta trade cautious. Look at it, still going, bro. What else is up here? Oh, there's this overnight high. Okay, Nasdaq is gonna take that high before pulling back, I guess. Let me see that. How you got that? What's you doing? This little boy. All right, yeah. So what we'll see is how price responds once these highs are taken. We should get another fair value gap, bro. You might get another continuation opportunity here. You're about to get another 5-minute gap, and we still have those overnight highs. The trend is obviously higher, right? So, and
The trend is your friend.
YM is starting to bottom out here with a nice SMT on the RTY. If you're gonna think about buying YM, you better buy RTY instead. All right, let's look at it while we wait. Sharpen our toolkit. We got this drive lower, SMT, nice flip. Beautiful flip. Nice divergence. Where would price maintain? I would say price should hold the upper half of this. If it does, that shows you that momentum. And then you would just wait for YM to give you that shift as well. Paper trade that. There goes Y. Oh, bro, this thing is still going, bro. Like, this makes me mad, bro. Like, it refuses to give you a good trade, like a good discounted entry that you can just hold. Like yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
That was, yeah, a dream come true.
Dude, don't even remind me about yesterday. Don't remind me about yesterday.
That was a dream, bro. You get the perfect discount, you get the perfect flip, and no drawdown.
Zero. I don't think I was in drawdown at all.
At
No,
all,
zero.
bro.
0 seconds.
0 seconds. Nasdaq, bro. It's like the LeBron of trades, the Michael Jordan of trades. This kid's still holding his Nasdaq position. He's solid. Yeah, he's pretty solid. Benjamin SMC. He's pretty solid. I've been watching him. He trades every day. All right, here we go. Bingo.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Bro. I think he just popped up on my feed, and I think he caught the same trade I caught once. So I was like, let me see what this guy's talking about. And yeah, pretty solid.
Well, Asia's high just got taken on NQ, so you know what that means.
Yeah, we should pull back here.
Yeah.
But with this strength, bro, the market is not showing any real discount. So if the pullback does happen, it'll probably be a tiny little pullback.
Yeah.
ES goes for 10 points. This would have been a fat trade, bro. I wish I could have held it, but I couldn't have. 1.5 hits. It's crazy. No drawdown. These buys, bro, like they are really changing people's lives right now. Look at it, just still going and going and going. What about the deviations, bro? You see any deviation targets? That makes sense.
Well, since we're on all-time high again,
We got this.
let's see.
Let's drive in. Tap into that midnight price.
Yeah, 29,700. It's like the next target if we get solid closure above these Asia highs.
Bro, this is unbelievable.
But I'm done for the day. I'm like, my trading day is done.
Facts, yeah.
There's nothing else left for me to do. I mean, you're basically just buying and holding for and praying. That's what you're doing at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. You're just hoping it doesn't turn around on you.
Yeah.
Looking back at it though, Nasdaq gave you a fair chance to get in. It was just how do you respond once these highs get taken?
Yeah.
If you were to blindly buy it when you saw this and you just hold it and hope, you got paid. But that's not how we trade, right? So
No.
I think we did the best we could with this profile.
Your execution was solid too. That you got the second stage reaccumulation.
Look how fast it was, bro. That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Very quick.
Did we sweep anything overnight? No, bro. Oh wait, yeah, we did. Okay. Nasdaq did sweep out this Asia low, London low, and Asia low. Okay. Okay. So when you look at it from that perspective, we were having bearish SMTs at the highs, which makes you a little hesitant to buy. But if you were super bullish like you should have been, just that's hilarious, bro. If you really just wake up and be like, I don't care, I just want to buy it, you're getting paid back to back to back to back to back. SMT off the lows. Who cares about the bearish SMT off the highs? Let me wait for the first market structure shift after 10 a.m. Here it is. Market structure shift. Retest. Survives long. Bro, I don't think trading has ever been this easy. Like,
this is literally
just
amazing.
buy, bro. Literally. Even when you're hesitant to buy, just no matter what, find a reason to buy. But yeah, man, good work, bro. I would say you're right on time with the exit because it's probably gonna chop.
Yeah.
I would love to see YM give a good example here so I can paper trade it for the next hour until the stream is over.
Oh, you're still going?
Yeah, I'm gonna chill until 11:30.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just in case.
I got stuff to do, so you can go ahead and enjoy that. Enjoy the stream. 1W already. Not bad.
Yeah, we're just chilling, bro. Just engagement at this point. I probably won't trade anything.
That's good.
See what the chat's up to. What do you guys do? Let me see if anybody caught that. Let's see. Did you take any trades today? Yeah, one trade. Half risk. 1R. Which is appropriate, bro. It sucks looking back in hindsight because you're like, man, that was a banger. Could have hammered it, but that's the hindsight talking. But yeah, Obi.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm pop in. Hopefully we get something super clean and we can just, get a fat P&L.
Facts. Yeah, tomorrow should be, I would say, much better.
Yeah.
Today was really boxed in, and yet we are still, bro.
Yeah.
This is disgusting, bro. Because you really should just throw all of your common sense out the window and just take any buy. Like Desi. Like I kind of like see how he's trading now. This boy is buying any 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute inversion after a pullback and just letting it rip. And it's working, bro.
Shit, bro. That guy ran up 20 Apex accounts like 60,000 in literally 2 weeks.
Exactly.
How he did it.
And all he's doing is just buying. Like, bro, I hate that it's so stupid because the moment I decide to be stupid like that is when it's going to start slapping you in the face.
Yep.
But it's all good, bro. We're on the right train. Just take what we get based on the system, right? And leave it at that, bro.
We're beating 99% of the industry standards already.
Yeah, we're already well above the crowd here.
Yeah, bro. Like we're both pretty sharp. Like got our analysis on what we're looking for. So I mean,
You
there's
said
always the well, I could have done this, or like I could have done this. Like oh, like I should have held yesterday. But bro, we made money. We made a shit ton of money. Be happy. Be content. You know.
thanks. But yeah, man, enjoy your day. I think tomorrow we'll pick up with more. Oh wow, YM is about to give you a setup here.
Yeah, bro. Ah, yeah. I'm just chill today, bro. Enjoy the rest of your trading
Facts, yeah,
session.
bro.
You know, not too eager to trade today. Not sure why, but
I feel you.
um, yeah, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your training session.
Facts, yeah, bro. Catch you later. Thanks for tuning
See
in,
you,
bro.
bro. Yeah, bro. Anytime.
All right. So let me do this. Joint stream. All right, cool. You guys can still hear me, right? Let me double check. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So I want to draw up this YM position just because it's always good to have that secondary marketplace where you can go when things are weird over here. I can just flip over to YM and make the same read on price, right? So what's happening, right? We see if we clear off these charts, and I might take it with one micro, like a small trade, just to show you guys what it looks like, but and help you guys make some money, right? That's really what it is. Pure engagement at this point. I don't have to be trading this. But what do you notice, right? I'm noticing a few discrepancies. We see this 30-minute gap on YM, but there's no gap on RTY. So that's a good sign for the buyers. You're seeing the RTY expand nicely. Where is it expanding from? We got this down close candle right here, which we have highlighted. Down close candle is the source for all of this, right? Just always remember, if you're bullish, you should be looking to interact off of a bearish candle. It's funny, right? It's psychological. Bearish candle, you look to buy off of it. Bullish candle, you look to sell off of it. So we're definitely about to rip. We're retesting here. We got SMT at these lows. That divergence right there is your catalyst, right? That's that manipulation phase. So here we go. We're getting a flip. Bro, this is a buy right now as we see it, right? You see you're getting this trend shift on RTY. Actually, let's trade RTY, bro. Let's get away from YM. YM is a joke. I don't know why it does stupid stuff like that. But I like to go between the 1 minute and the 2 minute to give me areas of interest. Look at it. This area held up like a champion. 2 minute breakout, retest, entry. Once we start expanding. Well, RTY is already gone. That's the only reason I'm going to have to trade YM. And it's ripping. I don't want to get in all the way up here. Where was the confirmation? Once price started to break, yeah, the confirmation's here. It's always that breakout candle you want to pay attention to, right? So we see the manipulation here. Let's find some SMT. Perfect, right? You see SMT off of this low. Bro, it's gone now. It's gone now. Hopefully that one kid caught it. Oh, that sucks. He got stopped out with this drive and YM is ripping. But that's the power of 3, bro. What do you guys notice? 10 a.m. opens, right? Let's say you were trading YM today. This is why the power of 3 is the answer no matter what you're trading. If you're truly bullish, once 10 a.m. hits, you want to see price pretend to be bearish, pretend to go opposite. And what exactly happens? 10 a.m. opens, we accumulate, wait for people to get in, wait for people to not know what they're doing. As soon as they're in, what does price do? It takes them out. Once that low's taken, now the market's like, all right, if we want to go higher, let's start to shift higher. And that's why you just wait for a trend shift. There goes your trend shift, which is marked by this green area. I would have loved a decent pullback here, but unfortunately it's just gone. We might get like a 5-minute gap. Yeah, you might get something like this. pull back for continuation. That's what I would wait for. Let's see if we get that in the next 30 minutes. I'll be on stream until 11:30. Same thing over here. We're bouncing off of this higher time frame order block. We get this SMT drive, you get this breakout, you get a subtle retest, but that's a valid retest. That's pretty strong. And then now you have these highs up here, which are extremely bearish. So you got to be careful now that we're trading back at these highs. You saw what happened twice. Price drove up to here. What's up here? You're going to see a bearish order block. Here it goes. You can pick any one of these up close candles where price attempts to go higher and then just slams off of it. That's where the sellers are, right? So we see that. We get inside of this range here. We're tapping into this range. You got to be cautious. Price could dump. And then there's another up close candle right above it that price used, right? Then there's another one right here. There's another one sitting right here. Up close candle. What happened after that attempt to go higher? It just slams off of it. That's your cue that if I'm in this area, I should not be buying up here. I should be shorting. Common sense, but powerful, right? So now we're seeing the RTY take off, take these highs. It kind of kills the trade idea. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm late to the party. The party's already about to be over. Unless you just get that massive catch up, I'll go over here where YM just decides to just skyrocket. You know what I mean? But at this point, it turns into a different scenario. Your best entry would have been right here. You'd have had to chase it, long it here, which would have been your entry before this high was taken, right? And then go break even and just hope that YM just continues and takes this high. But this is a good tapery, right? It's moving faster than I would have liked, but this is literally it gave you the trade. Why didn't I draw up a buy here? Because we didn't get any shift. We just got accumulation. The first shift after tapping into here, what happens? It's ripping. You're in a risk-free trade, stops at break even, and now you just see how far this wants to run. All right, we have a 5-minute candle that's about to close in 42 seconds, but this looks like it's gone. And then over here, all right, there we go. We're taking out highs, we're pulling back. We have fair value gaps, I would assume. 5 minute. I'm gonna clean up my chart here. See if price wants to give you a continuation. Oh, that's a nice. So what do you notice, right? Once price takes out a high, like you guys should have the algorithm down to a science by now. Anytime price takes out a high, you look for a pullback, right? The way price pulls back is going to tell you whether it's really looking for lower or if it's looking to just pull back and continue right away. So here, first things first, right? Turn these back on. Let me kill some of this. I'll kill this gray zone because it's clearly not bearish. We took that session high already, not interested. Hourly high. This looks like a extra, yeah. So just clean up some of this. And you'll see exactly what I mean, right? How was I able to know that ES was not going to sell off after taking this high? It's going to pull back. The algorithm is going to pull back. That's the first part of every sweep. It's going to pull back. Wait for it to find a bottom, or create a bottom, I should say. And the bottom is always an order block, guys. I don't care what time frame you're on. Look, the bottom is going to be an order block. The top, let's find a top somewhere. The top order block is always going to be an order block, right? So don't underestimate the order block. You're going to see an order block. Once that order block is there, you wait to see how price responds off of that first order block that was created following this pullback, right? So we waited for this pullback. We see this order block right here created. I can erase all of this, except for the one that actually gave me my entry. Actually, this is the one that needs to stay in case we pull back to it. Bingo, 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 bingo. All right. So what happened, right? You're gonna wait for this order block to form. We get the order block, and what happens off of this order block? Price refused to break it. Price gives you SMT off of the bottom of it, and then it shifts. It shifts the trend right in front of you. That is my entry signal. That's probably the best entry signal you're gonna find in trading because it's 100% algorithmic. It has nothing to do with a stupid inversion. Has nothing to do with any of the garbage that a lot of people talk about. It's simply, where did price fail to go lower? Here's where it failed to go lower. Does it give you a divergence to show manipulation? Yes. And then does it give you a strong shift? Yes. If it survives the retest, it's a simple break and retest, and I'm looking to buy it. And that's where I was confident price should at least take this high one more time. And technically, if I were smart, if I were a smart trader, I buy it wherever I bought it, which was probably here. And I could have just let this go break even once this high is taken, because of how bullish things are. I don't want to be greedy, right? That's another, part of your psychology. I don't like being greedy, so I'll take my 1-to-1 here. However, if I was to just buy this trade, go break even, and let it go, look at the risk to reward here. You get a massive return. All right. So now, same concept. We take this high. What's the first order block that was created after we take this high? It's right here. YM should be still going. Yeah, bro, this is obviously a bullish day once again. But you see, we wick this high here at 1040. Wick the high at 1040. What happens? Price immediately prints an order block. What happens off of this order block? Price attempts to go underneath it, fails. I'm sure there's some sort of SMT here. There it is. It's very subtle, right? You see it. You see how subtle it is. Very subtle. SMT. We take that low, which is this 1040 low. If you zoom in, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. 1040 candle is here on ES. We didn't bother it. 1040 candle is here. We sweep it. If we get a closure through this down close candle, all you need is a retest. Here goes your closure through, like right here. All right, all you need is a valid retest. Price is retesting it right now. Same thing over here. You're looking for a valid retest. We haven't retested this down close candle yet, which is a good sign of strength. The stronger one, which is ES, doesn't even bother to tap into it, whereas the weaker one over here is still hanging out in this area, and you're getting another strong rejection off of it. Wouldn't be surprised if price tries to find support here and continues, right? The one catch is always be aware when price takes a new high. So here, why wouldn't I care to buy NASDAQ even though it's hanging out in this area? Because the target would have been this high, and we've taken out this high over here. And what happened? We put an order block, but this time the order block is at the top. This tells me that this could start going lower. There's no bullish order block. There's a bearish order block at the highs now. And if we close underneath it, respect it, and start rejecting it, you can expect a continuation off of that one simple order block. All right. There goes the retest. But this is just so bullish. There's no point of even thinking about shorts, bro. Look at YM. Look at RTY. RTY looks pretty tough to take advantage of because these moves are fast, and they're happening before you even get any confirmation on YM, right? What I like to see is confirmation on both charts that we're shifting in the trend here. So this green line here it was broken at 1037 on RTY, but it didn't break until 1050 on YM. So by the time this breaks over here, look how far ahead we are. And then you get, like I said, you could have bought YM here. I won't say that I wouldn't have taken that. If this was NASDAQ or ES, I would have bought this. But because it's not, right, I want to see a picture perfect trade setup. And this is your trade. Let me see. What you got? Let me see. Let me see. I said, let me see. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Clearly, price is just gonna keep going higher. You see this order block that could have sent price lower. We tap into this gap, price completely obliterates it, and it's starting to break it now. You got Nasdaq still holding this level here and pushing towards the highs. So this is a very very strong uptrend where it just doesn't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter how many highs get taken out. Price finds an order block, prints an order block, and just continues higher. You don't know how long it's going to do this, right? This is the catch. If you're new to trading, you would probably think, "Oh, why won't I just buy? Why don't you just buy? Why don't you just buy?" But the longer you trade, you'll start to understand that once price hits a specific high or a higher time frame swing point, the idea is complete. You don't want to sit here and just keep giving price a chance to turn against you after taking out a high. Because eventually what's going to happen is it's going to take one of these and it's going to completely go the opposite way. Perfect example, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Price will just take out a high and then just start literally. That's going to be your top. You don't want to be buying at the top. You want to be looking for shorts specifically when you see price continuously taking out highs like that. But yeah, that's trading in literally in a few words or so. That's all you want to know. How does price respond after taking out a major swing point, a major high or a major low? How does price respond? That typically gives you your answer. Mix that in with the power of 3, and you're on your way to getting paid. Here, I'll check the chat. I'll check the chat. See, this the best stream. Thanks, bro. We're growing, bro. We're trying to get to the point where we're knocking out 10K months in our sleeps, bro. The hard part, like I said about trading, is you don't know when the volume's gonna be clean, but as long as when it is clean, you're taking advantage of it, that's all you could ask for, right? Because the markets aren't always as clean, guys. I'm sad to admit, but markets aren't always as clean. And then what do you say? I'm at another buy on NQ. We are so bullish. We respected the OB and inversed on the 1 minute. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, literally look for any reason to buy this market. It's amazing. But my 2 euro's upset, and I think the only other trade I would have thought about taking would have been this buy on YM. I wouldn't buy it anymore. Hopefully it just, bro, we might hit 30K today, huh? This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I wish there was a way to know like how much volume was in the market. You know what I mean? Like a prediction of like the daily range or something. Because my goodness, from the 10 a.m. bottom, price is up over 200 points. That's unbelievable, bro. Like unreal. RTY, you're impressive, RTY. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday, was there a buy on RTY? Yes. Bottoms out right around 10 o'clock. Same time we bought the other chart. Yeah. RTY is gonna earn a spot on my checklist. Because it gave you, it's just tough because maybe you don't trade RTY with YM. Maybe that's the kicker. Let's go look at RTY next to NQ. Let's see if we get proper confirmation, right, at the same times, right? And then I'll wrap it up here. I'm just curious about this RTY, bro. So if we wait and we do the simple protocol of just, using the higher time frame levels with 10 a.m. open. We see 10 a.m. opening inside of a higher time frame area of interest. Immediate reaction off of it. Shifts. Here's your first break. The first break was at, what time is this? 10:01. All right, so you put your zone in here. You see how price responds on the retest. It's a trash retest. I don't really care about retests like that unless we see the same thing over here, but with a better retest. So we take this high, this zone right here. Yeah, you get a much better retest on NASDAQ. So I would wait for another one here. Don't really care for this one. I feel like it bled too low, right? When price is ready to go, you're going to see stuff like this. This is the retest I like. We get another shift. I like these. These are the ones that tell you shouldn't have much drawdown. I don't like dealing with drawdown, right? So we get this shift here. Nice. Notice the timing of the shift. We shift at the same time here. We get a closure through this high around the same time, around 10:35, 10:36 or so. You get that shift. However, NASDAQ doesn't pull back into this shift at all. They just left it open. And it's still, bro, get out of here. This one pulls back ever so gently, but that's the type of pullbacks I like. I like to see it show that urgency, and then you long it here. Now we don't even need to look at YM to know that price is bullish. And then, oh my goodness, kid. That's beautiful. I'll add that to my note. And then I want to look at yesterday, and then I'll get out of here. Look at yesterday. Where was our entry at yesterday? Let me go find a screenshot. Bought it at 10:30. All right, so 10:30 was my entry. All right, that's the RTY to your left. 10:30 is over here. Actually, it was before 10:30. It's like 10:25, somewhere in here. All right, so we obviously had that higher time frame level. 10 a.m. opens. We get a clean. Where was the shift? I think ES was a lot cleaner. It was. ES was a lot cleaner. But we clearly get the shift here. See price try to go lower, close through. We didn't retest it all here. I think ES did. And I think that's why. Yeah, bro, this is identical. Look at it. Same swing point created around 10:15. Close through it, pulls back, retest exactly where I would want to see price tap into and show some strength. Same trade. I think, like I said, ES was the one that gave the better trade, which is why I ended up buying ES. Let's see. Yeah, right around here. Same exact point of interest, 10. Yep. I think I got in right here. Yeah, I got in at this point here. Because we saw price attempting to go lower, 9:55, and then right at 10 a.m., waiting for that move lower. Notice how subtle this 10 a.m. move was. Very weak. Price was showing you that it really didn't want to go lower. It was just algorithmic. We close above these highs here. We give a beautiful pivot. Yeah, this is where I bought it yesterday. We got a deep drive. However, the low of this candle showed me enough volume to trust it. You buy it here on the breakout. Stop underneath here, about 7 points. And you're just looking for this high. All right. Beautiful. Same thing here. If I bought ES at 10:20, I want to see some sort of confirmation here. You don't really get a retest here, but long story short, the same concepts are playing out on the RTY, and the RTY is giving you really good volume, which is all you want to see as a trader. Good break and retest volume and full TP being hit. Takes a little longer, right? We TP'd way before. But on days like today where the markets aren't as clear, you don't have the cleanest targets, and then you get, look at this, bro. Look at the EA, bro. Look at the indicator giving you 1, 2, 3 buy signals, and all 3 of them slap TP. Same thing here. Stop loss would have been underneath this low. Stop loss would have been massive, but still, you're getting fire signals here, and this is how clean these trends are. But where did we buy today? I bought it here. Yeah, this was my buy. All right, I bought it here. If I were to buy the RTY, it wasn't ready yet. Yeah, so the RTY was still pulling back at that time. And then over here, when we got that 10 a.m. sweep, drive, flip right here, RTY was ready. Yeah, if you were to buy the RTY, it's going to be tough, but I'll keep practicing, man, because this will come in handy, I'm sure. When the markets are stupid and slow and NASDAQ and ES don't want to pay you anything, you'll be able to jump over to the RTY and catch fat trades. But that's the session today. 11:30, we're out. Let's see. There you go. Another 1 hour trade. NQ to the moon. 15-minute orb didn't play out today. 5-minute did. All of the orders were filled. 750. So mini scalp before pullback. Nice. It's ripping. What's the name of your indicator? The trend shift. Oh yeah, it's just a trend shift AI. It's not. I haven't released it yet because for whatever reason, some days it'll give you the indication. Like today, you got every single bullish shift, right? But then yesterday, I want to say yesterday, it wouldn't give me an indication. Oh, it did. It did. I take that back. I think it was NASDAQ that didn't. It's the weirdest thing, bro. Some days it shows up to work, and other days it's like it just won't even register the idea. Oh, well, maybe it is. This is today. Where's yesterday for NASDAQ? Yeah, see, yesterday, NASDAQ. I don't know why. It didn't give us any indications. But, you know, it's my strategy, so I know what I'm looking for. I have to figure out how to get it to register every single trend shift because here there's nothing. But ES, it did it, right? ES gave us the same entry that I took yesterday. ES gives you the trend shift, tells you where to put your stop. I didn't put my stop down here yesterday. It probably was a mistake. But I was looking at this short-term low here. I'm like, let me get that low. Well, yeah. I'll maybe release it. If you guys really want to try it, I'll have maybe send a link to a couple of you guys. You guys can use it, but I just don't know why it won't show up every day. But let's say you used it today and you just waited for a signal, all right? So you guys know the signal is going to be at the bottom of the confirmation candle, right? So once this candle closes, this is the confirmation candle. I like to wait for a retest of the confirmation candle. That's just how I use it. So if I got this signal, I want to see this candle get retested. We closed through this candle low, so that would have told me, I don't want that one. This would have been the one that I would take, right? You see how you get the trend shift. You get a retest where price just refuses to break it, and then you start to leave it. I'm longing this, and I could put my stop underneath either that short-term low or underneath that candle that was the trend shift candle. And that would be the one I'm taking, right? Technically, these are still working out. I just don't like drawdown naturally. So when I see weakness in this area, that tells me that there's a chance price can hang out in this area a little bit longer than I would like. But if you were to long it here, it'll tell you where to put your stop underneath this low, which I don't know why it chose that low, which I guess maybe it's using these lows. You could have done that. Wait for the retest or just buy it here. Like this one didn't even give you a retest and it just rips. Your stop goes underneath here. 7.5, 8-point stop. And I like to target 1.5 RR. So you would have got two 1.5 R trades in one day. Yesterday gave you the same thing, but this one was much cleaner. You see the trend shift, you see the indication. Like I said, it's gonna pop up once the candle closes and confirms the trend shift. This is the candle I'm using for my entry. Once it retests, it starts to leave it. I'm longing it there. Stops underneath that short-term low, 1.5R. Or if you want to target those external highs or whatever. And there, here goes the other day. We had some bearish trend shift. Did we trade this? No, I didn't. I didn't, bro. I remember this is the day it just kept selling off. We did get a few trend shifts. We got a few trend shifts here, but I was like, I don't want to short today. I just wasn't feeling it. But if you were to use it, literally just wait for the trend shift to pop up. You're gonna highlight that candle that the indicator highlights. It's profitable. I just don't know why it doesn't show up every day. You get that specific candle close, it'll highlight the body. You see it retest, start leaving. You can short it anywhere in here. Stops above here. That was a massive stop loss. And then just look for your 1.5. There you go. Trend shift up here. See, this one you would have got stopped out because you didn't wait on the retest. This is why I like to wait on the retest. Perfect example, right? You got this trend shift candle here. Waiting on a drive to see if it'll hold. Doesn't hold, so I'm skipping that one. My stop would have been underneath here. You get stopped out. This one, though, look at this one. It holds it to a T. You get a nice wick through the bottom low of it. I like those just as much as a strong rejection up here. And you're just looking for price. Even if you were to just get in here, let's say you thought this was a nice bounce. You bought it here. Stop underneath the protected low. 10-point stop. Go break even once we start taking out highs. 1.5R is the ultimate target. But when price is at extremes like this, there's no reason for you to have a massive TP. Just take your 1R. Right? And as you can see, price pulls all the way back to the same area. Still protects this low. Gives you your 1R before chopping sideways all day. And here goes another bottom called out by the trend shift. Right, so you can see it's profitable. Okay, yeah, you say you want to try it, bro. All right, let me look into it. I gotta figure out how to publish it and have it available to share. Yeah, I'll send it to you, bro. I'm trying to think of how I can fix it to where it stops skipping days. ES seems to be fine. Every day it seems like you get at least one or two trade signals. So like here you get this bearish trend shift. Where's the trend shift candle? Where's the trend shift candle? Right, so you can see why the retest is important again here, right? You see, you get a protected high, you get the trend shift candle. Like I said, it's going to be right at the bottom of the candle that gave you the shift. And you just want to see it get retested. We start breaking the lows of this, that's invalidated. Don't trade that. Vice versa, you get a bullish trend shift on this candle here. Now you get a decent drive, a nice run away here. You're like, let me get in. This is going to run. I love that reaction. Stop underneath the trend shift candle. 1.5. Bang. All right, ES is fine. ES seems to work. NASDAQ is the one that doesn't show every day. I don't know why. I want to make this a robot because I want to see how this would perform over a full year if a robot just took the trades every single day. One trade a day. But the robot can't factor in the stupid retest. That's the scary part, right? If I told the robot, all right, once you get this, I want to see a retest and I want to see you break this candle's high, it'll lose its mind and malfunction. Like, this is a failed signal. I wouldn't trade this. First of all, we're at extremes. Second of all, we get the trend shift confirmation, but look at the retest. We never break out of this range. Failed retest. And it also creates a pivot. Like, it literally pivots off of this high. Completely reversed. Let's see. Tuesday. Trend shift. Ugly. trend shift. This is a nice trend shift here, but it's so massive, and we take out the highs. It's just not ideal. Still ends up running full TP, gets slapped. You get some bearish trend shifts that get invalidated. Bearish trend shift gets invalidated. So there are some rules with the retest. You just never want to see price close underneath that trend shift candle. We close underneath it, just skip it. Here, bearish trend shift, we close above it, skip it. Here, bearish trend shift, we close above it, skip it. So those two bearish signals never would have taken them. Bullish signal ends up hitting TP clearly. But this was a massive stop. Still didn't matter. You caught like 400 points if you bought that. But yeah, yeah, I have to type up the retest rules, send it to maybe one or two of you guys. If you guys are really gonna all I would ask, if you're gonna have it, I would say maybe use like a practice account, or even if you really want to use an eval account or something, but have some type of demo account, practice account, eval account dedicated to these signals. That way you can be like, yo, I used the indicator for 30 days and this is how much I made. Or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that would be helpful for me because I can't do everything right now. Look at this, bearish trend shift immediately invalidates it. It's almost like that's a signal in itself. Like you get a valid trend shift and then we just start closing through that candle. You might as well just buy the opposite direction. You know what I mean? But that's a entirely different concept. I don't want to get too crazy here, but yeah, if you guys are serious about trying it out, I would say, yeah, if you guys can have an account dedicated to just taking trades with the indicator, that would be very helpful. Here we are, live market's ripping right now. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I will just message me on in Telegram, bro, about the indicator. But you guys take care. Pray everybody has a blessed day. Let's finish this week strong. So far, a perfect trading week. We will see what tomorrow has, man. I'm not even gonna post this in the chat. This was just today's trade was literally, I don't think it was A+. I think it was just a simple, continuation play. Small risk to reward. All right. But yeah, you guys be smart, man. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Later.